Hello, it's day 17. I'm sorry I haven't done any videos for the last 2 days. They've been kind of crazy. We had Thursday we were house hunting, which was bad enough, but then we managed to drain the battery and we couldn't start the car and we had to wait for the RAC to come and rescue us, which meant we didn't get home for a lot later than we had planned. And then yesterday, my 5-year-old and I had a sticky bug and I spent the majority of the day in bed. I got up at tea time, managed to make children some tea, and then in the evening my shopping came and something quite interesting happened because I was trying to get the shopping away and I felt so totally exhausted that, you know, my whole body ached. I was so exhausted. You know when you've been exercising really hard and your muscles start to shake because they've just been exerted so much? Well, it was almost like that. I was getting to the point of just my muscles were shaking, even though all I was doing was putting the shopping away. And you know, every part of my body hurt and I'd have to put a little bit away and then come and sit down and then put a little bit more away and come and sit down. And I suddenly realised, it reminded me that actually I used to be like that all the time. In fact, I was worse than that because I used to have what I used to call the woolly head. It felt like your head was just full of cotton wool. You had this sort of low-grade headache continuously that and you couldn't quite think straight or see straight. I used to not be able to read because my eyes would not focus. And I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome, or ME, and in the end. And I was so poorly with that, and you forget just how bad it was. And when I was like this yesterday, it suddenly reminded me that that's actually how I used to feel almost all the time. And I just really praised God. It was so wonderful to think what God has done in my life. Because he's really just set me free from them. Although I was feeling a bit sort of after Christmas from eating rubbish food, I was still nowhere near as bad as I had been before. Carrie, stop banging. Oh, eat your breakfast. Sorry about that. Yeah, and it was just so wonderful to think, oh, God, thank you so much. You've completely turned my life around. Now, when I had the chronic fatigue and was really bad like that, what God showed me then was food. He really showed me how food was really important, and what we put in our bodies made a huge impact. You know, one of the first things that God said to Adam when he created him was he told him what to eat. You know, food is very important in God's mind. So, you know, so it's important for us as well to think about it and to be careful what we're putting in our bodies, because, you know, our bodies are important, and if our bodies are not working properly, then it's very hard to be very spiritual. You can be spiritual when your body's failing, but it is hard. And so when your body's in tip-top form, it's much easier to be able to just give everything you have to God. So I just want to encourage you, you know, keep going, because this diet could absolutely transform your lives. So my challenge today, I suppose, apart from the normal drink your water and keep praising God, but it's also just to really look towards the goal and actually see that our lives are going to change. We are going to be full of energy that you've probably never even realised. You know, some of you might not have realised that you were lacking energy until you do this diet, and then all of a sudden you're finding that you have energy that you never knew was there. If you've not been doing the diet, then I encourage you to really look at what you're eating and start going back to the way God said to eat. You know, the best way to eat is clean food. So it's food that's not processed. Food that it's in its natural form. The more natural form it is, the better it is for you. Anyway, Bye for now. Have a great day. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.